All right, YouTube. I have an unboxing here that I am very excited about. Big shout out to Cowboy Sebop on YouTube. I watched your Bobcat knives review, which was excellent, and at first I wanted to buy the Black Horse. Well, then when you pulled out the Survivor by Bobcat Knives, I knew that I had to have it. Now, the first thing I want to go over is the packaging, which I have already opened and completely decimated here. But I want to explain this because I ordered this knife on Amazon, and the reviews on Amazon are actually terrible. One of the reviews says, "This knife is so light, I don't even know if it's steel, maybe it's aluminum." Okay, first of all, that's ridiculous. You probably shouldn't be allowed to own knives. And the one complaint that I have seen many of the same complaint is that when the person received their knife, it had rust spots on the blade because it is D2 steel, which is a high carbon tool steel. My knife just came today and it is immaculate. So I'm just, instead of trying to put the packaging all back together here, I'm just going to explain it real quick as best I can. The knife itself was in this bag, just a long white bag, and was heavily oiled. I'm talking saturated, soaked with oil, which is a good thing. I've seen Amazon reviews that said, "I received my knife and it was so oily that I just sent it back." That's ridiculous. Okay, that's another case of you should not be allowed to own a knife. Very well oiled, inside the bag, inside the sheath. Then the sheath was inside this white bag and then was wrapped in miles and miles of bubble wrap. And then that was inside of the black box, the Bobcat Knives box. And then the box was wrapped in this heavy white plastic, which, I mean, it was so thickly wrapped and sealed and taped. I'm guessing just in case it, had got put on your porch in the rain or something, that water could not even get to the box, being wrapped in this plastic and then bubble wrapped and all this. Anyway, the knife was packaged absolutely incredibly. I've got the Bobcat Knives Certificate of Authenticity, model number BC500, the Survivor. Blade material is D2. So now I can't wait any longer. I have to show you this knife. I'm filming with my phone, so I'm kind of one-handed here. But this thing is absolutely gorgeous. I checked the temper with a file, and it skated right on across that edge. I just file checked it here on the secondary edge. And as best I could tell from an initial check, the steel is hardened quite well. I have to get this outside and use it, and I will do another review later on. This is pretty much just an unboxing. I have not actually used this to cut anything. But the knife itself is absolutely gorgeous. Cowboy Sebop, man, I have to agree with you that this is the everything knife, that this thing just can do anything. Now, Tops makes the Tom Brown Tracker. and that is a licensed Tom Brown product. And I think that the difference in where people are maybe, thinking that this knife is, oh, what's wrong with it? It's one of the reviews on Amazon said it's anemically thin. Well, as you can see, it is not by any stretch of the imagination anemically thin. It's, I believe, a full 5 millimeters thick, and the craftsmanship on this blade is just absolutely incredible. I love it. You can tell that it is handmade, and I'm going to show you this right here. These plunge grinds right here are actually not lined up very well at all. Just right there. That is the only spot on the knife that's not basically perfect to the eye. That these actually, don't line up very well at all. And I don't know if you can see this very well on my phone because, it's an older cell phone. It's beat up, and the camera is actually scratched. So I do apologize for the quality of this video, but I just had to show you guys this knife. The Bobcat Survivor tracker knife. And on the box, now this is Cowboy Sebop that inspired me to buy this knife. I can't thank you enough. I am so absolutely thrilled with this purchase that I would give you a hug. So the box, anytime, any place, Bobcat knives, handmade. That is the part that I really, really like. One machine can do a work of 50 ordinary men, but no machine can do a work of one extraordinary man. I have to agree that the person that handcrafted my knife it's amazing. I am very happy with it. Beauty of handmade lies in its imperfections. Anything perfect is machine made. I mean, come on. That is honest and that is true. And, if you really, really wanted to be technical, no, it's not a perfect knife. There are some imperfections. That grind is, a mile off, and I actually really, really like that. I think that shows that someone had to work and hold this blade up to a grinder and shape it. And dude, look what they made. That is absolutely incredible. This thing is gorgeous. Black linen micarta handles. The shaping of the handle, incidentally, too, is just beautiful. It absolutely becomes an extension of your hand. You're not grabbing onto something, it's becoming a part of you. This handle was shaped by someone who really knew what they were doing. And I have gigantic hands, and this knife is very, very comfortable in the hand. Very comfortable. And this guard up here, this kind of hook, while the edges are not rounded off, it is sort of rounded off to where it's not sharp. It doesn't hurt. If I was trying to plunge this into, plastic or, I don't know, your boat flipped over and you're trying to hack through the hull or something to get in there, it's not going to actually tear up your hands. So the guard works well. Lanyard hole. And as it stands right now, just unboxing it and doing a quick edge check with a file to test the temper, I would have to say that I highly recommend this knife to any hunters. Anybody that's going to be out harvesting game, I think that this would be an absolutely incredible knife to clean wild game with. whether it's deer, turkeys. You know, I hunt both, and I can't wait to go out there and catch me a white-tailed buck and use this tool to process it. The sheath is a little weird. It is a left-handed, horizontal-only sheath, which for me may actually work out pretty well because when I'm in the woods, I'm going to have my Kershaw Camp 10 on my right hip for chopping brush, and then this knife on the small of my back, you know, for cleaning game. So it's okay with me that it draws from the left. I would like to see them change that because honestly, it just makes no sense. You know, 90% of the people in the world are right-handed. You gave me a left-handed sheath. That's kind of silly. But other than that, I can't complain. Nice pocket there for your fire starting kit, or, you know, a sharpening stone is really what that's for. It does have the holder for your fire steel, your ferro rod. Doesn't come with any of that. It doesn't come with a sharpening stone or a ferro rod. I will be having to add those myself, and I'm fine with that because this knife, I could easily see people paying $100 or more for this blade. And you can pick it up on Amazon for $60. That is freaking insane. I don't know why Bobcat Knives is not a household name. I mean, it's just incredible. So again, Cowboy Sebop, thank you so very much for your YouTube video and your review of the Bobcat knives that you ordered. And I got to tell you, brother, I absolutely agree with you 1,000,000,000% that this is absolutely a wonderful knife. And I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it well. I'm going to use it hard. And I'll be posting another video after the fact because, you know, if I get out there and it breaks in half, then we're going to have some tears and another video to put on YouTube. So wish me luck, and anybody who is interested in just a good game, you know, a hunter's knife really, you know, this belly, great for skinning, cutting meat, filleting fish. This rounded section back here, you can throw the cape over a branch, just over a rounded limb, and use that as a fleshing tool. If you make leather, you know, I always try to keep my hides, and I just end up usually letting them go bad. But, you know, the next one I get, I'm going to make some leather because I want to try that fleshing tool. The teeth for notching, you know, it's not really a saw. It's really not meant to saw through, you know, logs or wood. It's meant to just where you can cut notches to tie strings, you know, something that can help you set up camp, make a shelter. And just a great knife. I hope this helps, and hope everybody enjoys, and definitely order one of these because I cannot believe that this is not more expensive. And I guess it's self-explanatory, but after all the wrapping, it was in Amazon Prime pouch. So I kind of left that out, but there you go. Enjoy. Thanks.